now, I'd also like to speak a little bit about Julie Bishop. Julie, congratulations, as we said last week. On this program, not long ago, we warned, thanks to the Australian Jewish Association, who brought to our attention something that Pauline Hanson, David Leyonhjelm, and others had asked in the Senate to do with Australian aid going towards basically educating young Palestinians how to go around and murder Jews. So, we asked the questions here. Is our $44 million of aid going towards Hamas's sort of education of young kids into killing Jews, and UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency, giving money? So we asked the question, is Australian aid going towards this? Julie Bishop, congratulations, wrote a letter to the Palestinian Authority, as we revealed last week, saying, you know, come on guys, tell us, is Australian aid going to support terror-related activities? Now, my problem is not with Julie Bishop asking the question. My problem is, what is the answer going to be? And now we have another problem. The Times of Israel reports, an Associated Press article, that a new poll in the Palestinian territories shows us that a staggering 96% of Palestinians believe their own government is corrupt. And it's a very similar figure, 82%, in the territory of Gaza, which is run by Hamas. So the majority, by far the majority of Palestinians believe their own government to be corrupt. And there are many reasons for this that the Associated Press tell us. Partly, if you look at various budgets, there's been no auditing of any Palestinian budget for the last 4 years. So the Palestinian Authority, the Parliament no longer sits. The President Abbas was elected for a 4-year term back in 2005. He's been ruling as a virtual dictator since. When Hamas came to power, seized power in basically a bloody coup in 2007, the Parliament has ceased to sit. So no one is auditing all the millions that go to the President Abbas. But we can see where the money is being spent. For example, in the first quarter of 2014, in the development budget of the Palestinian Authority, there was a $17.9 million development budget, of which $9.4 million went on a brand new aeroplane for President Abbas to fly around, presumably fly around the West Bank, even though you can probably cycle from one side of the West Bank to the other in about half a day. Another $4.6 million went on others, so could have been anything, leaving very little for actual development. The following year, in 2015, $13 million went to build this beautiful Ramallah McMansion for the president himself. So you have a situation where there is no accountability, no auditing of the Palestinians by themselves, and the Palestinian people themselves believe their government to be corrupt. So all I would say to Ms. Bishop, when you get your letter back, which I predict you will get a letter back saying, of course none of our money, none of your Australian money goes towards sponsoring terror-related activities. We have a different pot of money for that. Let me tell you, the letter you get back assuring that Australian money is not going to fund terrorism will not be worth the paper it is written on, and it will certainly not be worth us donating one single more cent to that authority. Like Donald Trump, he himself pulled out any further funding of the Palestinians until they cease sponsoring terror-related activities.